Hey guys, I'm Lisa Tedder with Tedder Bear Stamping, and today we're going to be using a stamp set from the online exclusives, and I'm going to be doing some really pretty cards. So I'm hoping that you're going to like it. If you have not yet subscribed, I would love it if you would subscribe and like this video. I'm trying to get my numbers up, so I'm hoping that you guys won't mind doing that. So those that always come every week, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to go ahead and flip you down and we'll get started. Look at how easy that is. All right, so this is the stamp set we're going to be using. It's called Magnolia Mood, as you can see. I love magnolias because I drive by them every time I go to get my massage because, you know, I broke my neck. So I need a massage every 2 weeks just to be able to function. So I see these in the trees all the time, and I just wanted to get this. So, hey, Dottie, I'm glad that you're here. And Lola, I know I already said hi to you on the side, but I want to say hi to you in person. So let's go ahead. We are going to start with Blackberry Bliss. And this is the DSP is from this right here. And this seems really close. So hopefully it's not too close. But this is Thoughtful Journey. These are one of those DSPs that you can use one side where it has a something that you could just put on a card with a name on it. Sorry. And the other side just has regular paper that you can just decorate with. But look at the colors on that. Ah, love it. I am going to try to raise you up just a little bit just to make sure, because right now this seems really, really hot or close. I think that might be a little bit better. So we're starting with Blackberry Bliss, and I'm going to go ahead and I've already scored it at 4 1/4, and I'm just going to use my bone folder and make sure that the crease is nice. So I picked out this one because look at how pretty that looks with the Blackberry Bliss. We're going to go ahead and put this on. Whoop, cat hair. Well, maybe we'll just tuck it in. It's just sticking out. Hold on. We're going to tuck this hair and put it in because it's all stuck down with tape. There we go. We'll just stick it on the inside or the back side and we'll be ready. All right. So I have that. Then I am going to come in with, let's see, I want to make sure I get the right one. We are going to use this biggest one, this biggest die from Everyday Details. I'm using them again today, like in another card. So you guys, this is a must-have. I don't have the stamp set because I really, really love the dies. Let me show you real quick because they are so cool. All right. So we have circles and rectangles, and then this really cool pattern here, and then this. I haven't used these yet, but I'm going to use this today, and I've used this in the past, which looks really pretty. So if you're looking for dies, that is it. Oh, and also before I move on, let me tell you that it is bonus days. So how much is it, Pat? Every 50 that you buy, I'm not sure. It could be 40. I don't know. I count on Pat. You get a $5 coupon to use later the next month. So it's like getting paid to buy stuff that you absolutely have to have. So I'm sorry. I meant to get these out and I put them back. 50. Okay. Thank you, Pat. I knew you'd know. You're so good at this. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on here. Of course, I'm not going to do it right this minute because I already have it done, but I wanted to show you. All right, so this is what it looks like when you're done. And I didn't even fold this before I ran it through. All right. So then we are going to come in with a piece of white that is, I think, 6.5 by 5.25. And you're going to score it at 2, 4, and 6, which will leave you this little 1/4-inch flap. I'm so glad you finally got the card, Valerie. I'm so sorry that it takes so long to get there. But I'm trying to talk my husband into going out your way, and I would love to stop by and say hi. All right, so you just accordion fold this. I am going to go ahead and put adhesive on the back panel where if you look at it, the 1/2 inch is on top. So we're going to go ahead and put that on. And it's just that one panel, so you're going to make sure that it is on there good. All right. Then you're going to close this, and this right here is going to be hanging over. It's still folded like the accordion, but you need it to be like this first. So you're going to close it. And what I like to do is to use a pencil, because this way I know for sure. And then we'll erase it, which I want to know where these go because I only want it stuck here and down here. So we are going to put adhesive there and all the way down there. And let me make this a little wider. There we go. And then I'm going to erase these. You can tell I've used this because my eraser is a little sad. Okay. So once you have that, you're going to close it, and you can still see that. So I'm going to try to get that off. Not that it's super necessary, but then when you open it, you're going to have, whoop, got to make sure it gets on there good. When you open it, it's going to be like this. So right now, because we have this stuck down, we're going to use the die. When you went ahead and cut this out, you had a piece of the DSP and a piece of the Blackberry Bliss. But I am not using the Blackberry Bliss, so we're just going to put this on. And you just want to line it up so that it goes right inside that hole. But I'm going to lift this up just a little bit. There we go. And only put adhesive with this closed, because this makes sure that you don't, like if you put it on here, it'd be hard to say where it's going to go, and you don't want it to be on this. You only want it to be on the other half of the circle, not on the strip. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and I want it to stick, but I don't want it to go anywhere else. So now I'm going to line this back up again because I want the picture to stay in. So now when we open it, this can come in from the, like, so it stays right there, but it also will be right here. Pretty cool, huh? It's a nice, fun fold. All right. And then I cut another smaller one because I didn't want to take away from this, but I wanted to be able to put something on the front. So we're going to bring this in and use Granny Apple Green. And this seems to me to be a distinctive stamp, and you'll see why in a minute. Let's do one bold. I'm going to do it opposite than what I did before. And then I am going to stamp off just to be sure that I get it to be behind. There we go. All right, but look at this. Look how beautiful that leaf is. So pretty. All right, so we're going to move that back. I'm going to close this. Oh, no, we don't need to close it yet because we're going to use it again. So I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive on. So this is a fast card, even though it is a fancy fold. And I really think that you could put another stamp on here to say hello or something, but I want this to be kind of generic so that when I send it out to somebody, I can put my own sentiment on it. All right, so we're going to bring in the leaf again. And this time I'm going to do it backwards. There. So we have that. Now, of course, you would want to do your envelope the same way. See if I can get 3. I can. All right, so then you have it. Isn't that a fast and easy, fun card? I really enjoyed that. So, oh, it is so much better, Valerie. Sorry. It is so much better in person every time. So let me tell you too, that if you go to my blog, teddybearstamping.com, that you will be able to sign up for my newsletter. Now, I send out PDFs of every video that I do on YouTube. So I have the PDF with the picture, the instructions, and you can always go to my blog to see the pictures up close because that is really nice. And but this will get you the PDFs for now. Like if you sign up today, you will get these from today. I'm probably not going to post them until maybe next week, but you're going to get these and you're going to get every one I do from here on out. Just because I want to thank you for being here and watching me and supporting me and my very small business. All right, so we're going to move on. I'm trying to use the same colors that I used in the first one so that, like the same ink. So that's why I chose Granny Apple, and it's such a pretty color. Let me tell you, it's very pretty and it's bright. All right, so we have that. Thank you, Pat, for putting that. And we're going to go ahead and stamp on the circle because I want to be able to put that on. And this is not a fancy fold. It's just one that I wanted to share with you. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and bring in the stamp set. And I'm going to use Memento. Now I did get 2,000 members? I want more. I know, I'm greedy. No, it just helps me to know when you subscribe that you like what you see. You don't ever have to come back, but if you subscribe, that would be nice. All right, so I'm going to let this dry a little bit while I go ahead, and I thought it would be really pretty to put Granny Apple and Lemon Lolly together. Such a pretty color. And don't know why I flip it over, but might as well go with it. Now, I've never been a girl that uses a lot of yellow, but this Lemon Lolly is so pretty. Then I had a piece of the Granny Apple that I ran through the machine with the exposed brick folder. So you just put your piece in and run it through your machine and you get this beautiful image here, and you can pick which side you like. Now I prefer the ones that stick out, but you don't, you can do whatever you like. But I'm going to go ahead and put this on, and hopefully this tape will go on good. Usually I would use liquid glue, but I'm hoping that this will work. There, it did. So we'll put that on. All right, so now this is ready to color, and I'm going to use Lemon Lolly and Granny Apple. Now, the best way for me to do it is to use the darker color, and I will be going back over it quite a few times because I want to layer in those colors. But I'm going to go ahead and where it has the dark is where I think like this would be lighter because it has no hashtags or no thing on there. So I wanted to do that. And I'm going to do 2 of these because they're small. And then come in with my light. Now, because I've only done it once, the difference between the 2 is not really like in your face. I want it in your face. So I'm going to go back over it, and this will give it the second layer that makes it pop more. And if you need to, you can go over it with the light again. All right, let's go with the light, or no, needed the dark. Yep. And I'm going to go on this side. Okay, let's do this one too. So I hope everybody had a great 4th of July here in the States. I don't think my dog's afraid of hearing the fireworks. I hear all these people saying, be nice to my dog, but mine doesn't seem to matter. I don't think he ever got, like, we've never been outside. So like when it goes off, so I don't think it's too loud once he's in the house. But it is nice to hear it and know. All right, we're going to move on. Whoops. And what always helps to make it pop more is to put Wink of Stella over top, which I think I've got mine all packed up for the Christmas in July class, so I won't do it here, but just keep that in mind. You might want to do that. And then go back over it with the dark. In the directions or the, not directions, what you see when written in underneath my video, I have the link to buy this stamp set since it is a online exclusive. Sometimes people have a harder time finding it. So this way you can just click that link and it will take you right to getting this set. And the bad thing is I bought the set not knowing that it had the dies with it. So I didn't get the dies. So that will be on my next order. And I didn't get my 10% off. Bummer, huh? Okay. Then for the inside, because I want it to pop a little bit more, I'm using the peach pie. I just wanted it to really stand out for the inside. Oh, I'm not quite done. Thought I was with the flowers, but I'm not. Okay. And this. So how's the heat for everybody? Because, man, my husband and I went to go to Indiana to see my aunt who's getting up there in age, and I want to make sure I can spend some quality time with her, and my cousin who's quite funny, but she plays pickleball, and my husband and I decided we were going to try pickleball. So we learned how to play from her, and now we are going to, well, we have been making sure that we can play it during the week, but it's freaking hot. It is so hot. I'm just having a time. I thought that I could handle it, but it just makes it harder when it's so hot. Hottest summer. I agree, Dottie. When does your summer start, Valerie? So in, I guess, other words, is your time right now really cold? Tell us about that. Maybe we'd like to live vicariously since it's so hot. Okay, and I'm just going to add a couple things of the leaves. June is when your summer starts, or because you said you're still, oh, are you waiting because it's not getting warm for you? It's rain. Yeah, I see that. I'm sorry, I didn't understand. Yeah, rain's not fun, but we need it desperately. All right, I'm almost done. Just get this in there. I love these colors. Okay, so we have that, and I do think Wink of Stella would come in really handy, but I don't want to go dig it out because I will forget that I took it out, and then when I go to do my class, I might not remember to put it back in, which would be bad. That's on Saturday. We're excited. It's going to be fun. Okay, so you guys know I like my dimensionals. One in the middle. So I wait all season long. Usually it doesn't even barely happen for my pool to get up to 82 because that's when I feel like I can get in. I don't like being cold, so I always wait until that magic number and then I'll get in. All right, so I die cut this from Everyday Labels. I think that's what it's called. Nope. Ha! Unbounded Love. Not even close. And I'm using this one right here. But look at how pretty that is because it's got that little indent going all the way around. Love that. And I'm going to have it say, just a note to let you know that you are loved. And I'm going to do that in Granny Apple. And hopefully, because I didn't cut two of these, I can do it. Let's see. I'm scared. It's a little crooked, but we're going to go with it. Thanks, Lola. This is the Magnolia, so I'm hoping that I know you've seen them around, living in North Carolina. I don't think I'd ever seen a magnolia tree living in California. They probably wouldn't survive there. And I probably should have put that up a little bit higher, but whoop, that is not straight. There. All right, so what I'm going to do, on the last one I had no bling. I know, it's just unusual for me. But this time I'm going to go ahead, if I can find, for here they are, using the Tinsel Gems 4-pack. And I wanted to use the yellow because that goes so perfectly with it. Take your pick tool, and we'll do one big one here and one little one. And I haven't done the inside yet, so I know this is unusual. All right, so then we're going to go ahead and do the inside. I have this because I love when my insides and my fronts kind of go together. Like I have the two layers. And then I have the white that I can put on. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. And I'm going to do, because I always need them, happy birthday. And I wish every stamp set would have a belated birthday, because invariably I always forget to get it out on time. And the leaf. And let's go ahead and do the envelope with it, since I have it. And of course, I got, oh, how am I going to get that off? Let's see. There we go. All right. Do you see what I mean about this leaf, how pretty it is? And I think it's distinctive. I think that's what you would call it. So the great thing about me making 3 cards is that I'm going to be giving 3 away. So for those that are watching in the recorded session, you miss out by not coming to live and placing a comment so we know you're here, but that I mail out what I make. Not both copies, just the one copy. But it's nice, isn't it, to get something in the mail? All right, so I'm going to put this together. Now you guys will be, when you get it, you'll have something really pretty on the envelope. All right, the last one. Let's move that around. Let's come over here. This one is a little bit more advanced in the fact of coloring. I have the basic white thick and more white and pretty in pink. So this has already been scored. I always like to make sure, even though I scored it, that it comes out straight, and the score kind of helps me keep it there. All right. I love the detail on the leaf. All right, so what I'm going to do is bring this in, and where did I put it? Oh, right here. So I'm going to, sorry for the reach, we're going to use this one, and it cuts it out twice. Of course, I'm not going to do that right this second because I don't have my machine, but then when it comes out, I went ahead and ran it through this folder, which is a set of 2 fun patterns. And I think this is also on the online exclusives. On my blog are the links at the bottom underneath my signature where you can click on those too. All right, so let's put these aside. I want this to go on here in the middle, and I want this to be right there. So we're gonna like kind of see where I've got it. So it's in the middle. I'm going to put some adhesive on here. And because I want it to be right where I want it. So this gets down flat. Now, this one I want to pop up because I like that look. And let's see. So I'm going to use quite a few because I don't want any sagging. We don't want sagging on our bodies. We don't want sagging in our cards. Sometimes we just have to deal with it on our bodies, but we don't have to deal with it on our cards. Okay. Oh, come on. And I like when I put things down and it's like different levels. I think it looks really pretty. Thank you, Pat. Online exclusives. And again, if you go to my blog and click on underneath my where I signed my name, everything's there for you to click on. And if you choose me to be your demonstrator, I would be so happy. All right, so now you can kind of see it's double, like it's a different layer, and that makes this kind of stand out more. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see, use this, and it's dirty, but that's why I'm using it, because it's a scratch paper. All right, I'm going to stamp it with Smoky Slate, but I'm going to stamp off because I want it to be really light. And I need, hold on. What am I doing? Okay, this. I'm going to stamp off a lot now because it's got the black, and all my cleaners aren't packed away. You know. All right. So I'm going to use Smoky Slate, but I'm going to stamp off and then stamp on here. Now, this is the reason is that it's not as dark when you go to color it. And I really wanted the colors to come through. So I'm using Bubble Bath and Granny Apple. And I'll use the Lemon Lolly for the inside piece, like I kind of did with the other. So let's go ahead and color that. It helps if you kind of look at what you've done before to see where it goes, because this is light and you don't want it to be where you can't see where you're going. All right, so I am going to do this just a little bit differently. I'm taking the dark, and where I see all where the artist did it, I'm going to come in with the light. And I did need to use the Wink of Stella on this too, but as you can tell, I don't know that you can, there's a little bit of Wink of Stella on there because I colored over Wink of Stella with my blend and it kind of picked it up. Kind of adds a little bit there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go back over the dark because I really want it to be darker. Because that should be darker in there. Hey, Hindi. I love white on white too. I think that it really adds. Now this is a little bit darker than I wanted it to be, but I couldn't clean my stamp very well. So we're just going to deal. And when I mail it out, I'll mail out my first one. If that's the one you want, I'll show you both. And this is where I realized I didn't have the dies because I've been fussy cutting it out. And then I went online to do my blog post and post it in there. And it showed that there is dies that go with this. But of course, I wasn't paying attention when I ordered. Can't have that. Definitely. Oh, that is the dark. So, Hindi, your air conditioning's working, right? I know we had some problems before. Hoping that you don't have those anymore. So it's starting to come together. You can kind of see what it would look like. I'm going to go ahead and do this one too. And the great thing is that these leaves are pretty much close together. So if you go over, you're all right. Not leaves, petals. The petals. That's not looking too bad. Okay. Let's do this small one. Yeah, I'm sure the dies are great, Pat. How come you didn't tell me that they had dies? Like, I didn't ask her. That's probably why she didn't tell me. Oh, I just hate when I make mistakes like that. Whoops, this was supposed to be right there. Okay, so it's not as dark as I want it. I'm going to go over a couple more spots just to make it so that it looks better. Hopefully. Okay. So my daughter and my grandson are visiting, and I will be here next week. But after that, I'm taking a week off because they're coming to visit from California. So nice. We've always begged our kids to send the grandkids because when I was little, we'd always go visit our grandparents, and it was always so much fun in Indiana. And then we'd drive back with them. So I wanted to do the same thing with them with my grandkids. Now, the more that you do this, the better it looks. The more that what you can do is look on the back. If you don't see it coming through, you didn't do enough because you want it to come through. But do you see that still looks a little bit. Okay. Okay, come on. There you go. Is it just on my screen or does it get fuzzy and then come back into focus when my hands leave? Hopefully it's just on mine. You don't buy it if it doesn't have a die, Haiti? I usually do 2 Hindi. No, I meant Hindi. Sorry, not Haiti. Haiti's not on that I know of. I normally always look for the dies. But with it being online, I guess I just didn't notice. $117. Jeez. But it's a dry heat. Huh. Growing up in California, that's what we'd always say. It's a dry heat. People complained. Is it coming together? Well, this doesn't look too bad on screen. All right. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. And if you stamp it lighter, it really makes it look like almost that you colored it yourself. Like that would be good if I could do something that do artwork like that. Okay, let me find my scissors. I found, let's see. Oh, here they are. They were where they belonged. Silly not looking. And yes, if I had a die, this would be so much better. But Pat, while I'm cutting this out because I don't have much further to go other than the inside, that you can go ahead and pick a couple people now, or do you want to do all three? And that way you guys will know if you won. And yes, I'm going to go back over and redo this better. Get the edges. So I've already earned up quite a few of the bonus days coupons. So I'm hoping that you will want some too. So nice to be able to have extra money to spend, because I was going to buy this anyway. So it's good to have it and then get a thing in the mail, or yeah, you get your codes in the mail and then you can spend them next month, and they all add up and you can redeem them all next month. Oh, come on. Oh, my kitty is going nuts looking out the window. There we go. And that still doesn't look good. See, this is where dies would come in handy. All right. Almost done. A lot of people don't like to fussy cut. I can take it or leave it. Okay, not too bad. So you kind of look at it and you see where you're going to need to have it stay right here, because you don't want to put dimensionals under the parts that's going to stick to the top. So let's turn it. All right, so I'm just going to do it mostly in the middle. This way I'm assured that I won't do it where I need it, not need it, where I don't need it. And I think that had it. Let's look. Need some on this. Okay. And then I'll just sneak some glue dots under there. Thank you, Hindi. I really appreciate that. All right. All right, and then I'll bring in my glue dots with my take your pick tool so I can get it right in there. If I can find where I stuck it. Oh, right here. Okay. Because you definitely want it to stick to the top. I think that's it. Yep. Okay. So now let's do the inside. So I'm going to bring this aside. We've got Pretty in Pink and White. As you can tell, I love this leaf. All right. There it is. Tell you, those dimensional backings really get you every time, don't they? Gonna stamp off. There we go. And do, let's see, this one. And this one says, thank you for being you. It's a really nice thing to say for your friends. Okay. Okay. Now we just need to put our adhesive on, go in this side, and then get our bling. Okay, so this one's a little brighter than the one that I did earlier, but I kind of like them both. But this one has the wink of Stella on it, if you can see it. Yeah. So we have those. Let me get the bling. Oh my goodness. I had it all sitting right here. Oh, well, oh, here it is. Got it. And this is my favorite. It's sold out twice so far. So when you guys get it, like when it comes back available, you want to get this iridescent faceted gems. I mean, look at this. Look at how gorgeous those are. I love them. All right. And one more. I'll just do that at the top. Okay. So Pat, who is our winners? Did I miss it? Nope. Oh, Valerie, Hindi, and Lola. Valerie, you've gotten some lucky ones. All right, so here's the ones that you can choose from. Let me get the last one. Oh, here it is. So let me know which one you want. And if you like this one, let me know which one, the one on the right or the one on the left, and then I will mail those out. So congratulations, ladies. All right, so I got done 3 cards, and I hope you enjoyed them. I will be back next week, and hopefully you will tune in then again. And first fancy fold. Oh, hi, Robin. You came in. I didn't even see you. Hey, Robin. So Valerie, you wanted this one. Okay, good job. All right, and just let me know, Hindi and Lola, which ones you guys want, and I will get them out tomorrow. All right, thanks, guys, and I will see you next week.